Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday and welcome to my space. Oh my goodness. It's Mondays with Michelle, and I'm here to connect with all of you and have a little discussion. We're going to do a little breath work and pull some cards. If you're live and you want a card, let me know. I would love to do that. Okay, so I think we're good everywhere. All right, let's get started. So, this morning I woke up and it's interesting. I was thinking about last night when I went to bed, I was thinking about commitment and how easy commitment can be on one hand and challenging on another. And then I woke up today and I looked at my memories on Facebook, and there was a post that I had written oh, I don't know, several years ago about my marriage and my marriage with Jeff, and how at the foundation, like, it works for a lot of reasons, but at the foundation, our marriage works and works well because we're committed. Both of us are fully committed. And my commitment to him is so easy. It's so easy. I don't even have to think about it. It just is part of me. And so I loved that I went to bed thinking about that and then woke up to that, right? There's no accidents, is beautiful synchronicity and is beautiful validation. And so it got me thinking about commitment, and like, that one's easy, other ones are not. And especially when it comes to myself, I'm it's easy to commit to certain things and then not other things. So it's just interesting. It's just an interesting discussion. It's an interesting thing to contemplate. It's an interesting thing um, to look at. And all day I've been contemplating this. And hi, KCMR. I'm not sure who this is, but hi. And I would love to pull a card for you. Will you let me know your first name, please? Hi, Jenny. Happy Monday to you as well. Hi, Shirley. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you want a card. Um, so, as I've been sitting with this idea of commitment and, like I said, the ease and the difficulty of it. Why is the commitment to my marriage so easy? Why is it not even something that I have to think about or try to be committed to or try to keep my commitment? Well, to me, it's because I've never doubted it. I knew when I got married that I was fully committed and that I was fully in and just all in. So that was easy. So to me, the commitment level comes in when we doubt. So when we doubt ourselves, when we doubt what we want to be committed to, all of it, right? And so I want us to think about where we're committed or where we want to be more committed. And this is our opportunity today to really ground into that and make a commitment to ourselves and to whatever situation. So, I have a commitment that I would like to ground in. And I want everybody to take just a few moments. We're just going to do some breath work. So, before we get to cards and before we get to all that fun stuff, we're just going to take some breaths. So, what I'd like you to do is gently close your eyes if you can. And then I want you to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. So, everything is through the nose today. Um, I want, I want, breathe in through the nose and really expand your belly. And then out through the nose and let the belly contract. And then at the end, take a little, pull it in just a little bit to express all the last little bits. So let's breathe in for 4 and out for 6. Let's take 3 breaths in for 4, out for 6. On that 6, contract just a little bit more. In for 4, out for 6. In for 4, out for 6. And now just decide what you want to commit to today. It can be something for you. It can be something that you'll do with somebody else. It can be something that you've been wanting to do, something that has been nagging at you, or something that you feel like you need to do but you haven't. Whatever it is, just let it come to you. There is no right, there is no wrong. There's only what feels perfect right now. Let's get clarity on that. And then let's say I commit to myself to do blank. And then let's really ground it in with saying, I am so grateful that I have blank, as if it's already happened. Let's ground it into it already has happened. And so it is. Amen. It is. Take another nice deep breath in for 4 and out for 6 through the nose. And now let's think of 3 things, 3 actions, small, simple actions. Again, small and simple. We don't want to overwhelm. We don't want to make this hard. We want to set ourselves up for success. So 3 small, simple actions that you can take toward your commitment. And just get clear about those. And 2 more nice breaths to just ground this commitment in. And then get clear on your 3 small, simple things that you're going to do to help you with that commitment. And when you're ready, gently, gently, carefully open your eyes and come back present. Ooh, hello. Okay. So, Carrie Ann, hi, welcome. Nice to see you. Okay, Jenny, Carrie Ann said she would love a card. Jenny would love a card. Shirley would love a card. Meredy. Meredy would love a card. Wonderful. Oh. Hi, Anne. Welcome. I haven't seen you for ages. Hi, Michelle. I'm so excited to have you here with me. So, if anybody else wants a card that's here, please let me know. I'd love to do that for you. And I want to share with everyone. So, as I was gathering what I wanted to have tonight, oh, Shirley, sorry, I didn't see that. Does your husband feel the same way? Goodness, that's a good question. Um, I guess I need clarification. Does he feel the same way about his level of commitment, or that it's easy to be committed? I'm not sure. Can you just clarify? Because I don't know how to answer it. honestly. But as I was gathering everything, I felt like, oh, I want to pull a card just in general for us tonight, and maybe for this energy of this week as we're talking about commitment and we're making a commitment to ourselves and we're grounding into that. Um, okay, Shirley. So, yes, I'm sorry I asked two different things. So, does my husband feel the same way about his level of commitment? I'm assuming that's what you mean. And if that's the question, 1,000%, yes. I mean, he's so committed and so loyal and oh, um, let's see, as easy commitment as you do. Yeah. And I do think some people are easy to commit to. And I think that, like I said, I think it's also a level of just willingness as well, right? Maybe. Yeah, some people are hard to commit to. You're right. It's so true. Okay, but so the card that I pulled that you can't make this stuff up. You just cannot is antelope. And it's decisiveness. Make a decision and take appropriate action. Can you believe that? Like, is this not the most perfect card for us tonight and for this week? I love it. So, make a decision and take appropriate action, which is just what we did, right? In our little moment of breathing. We got clear about what we want to commit to. And then we decided on three simple, easy, actionable steps that we can take to bring it about, right? Yes, Shirley, thank you so much. It is lovely. I'm blessed. I am so blessed. We just celebrated what? Let's see. I was 34 years since our first date. So we're gonna celebrate 34 years of marriage in 2026, and it's kind of crazy. I can't, like, when I think about that 34 years. Oh, first of all, I don't feel old enough to be married for 34 years, but I think that's part of the trick, right? Is to not feel like you're old enough for that. And it also has gone by like that. But um I'm so honored to be married to him and you know to do this every day. And Shirley says, "Well, perfect card, isn't it?" Okay, so I've got Carrie Ann, I've got Jenny, I've got Shirley, and I've got Merity. Who else wants a card? Who else wants a card? And guys, invite your friends if you have people that would possibly need a card or could use some insight. Invite them, share it with them, and tell them get on here and ask for a card. We will do it. Okay, Carrie Ann. So I'm clearing the cards, I'm blessing the cards, and I'm just taking a moment to tune into Carrie Ann's energy. Carrie Ann, is there an N around you? N like November? Feels like an older female, maybe. Sorry, guys. I didn't plan that, but she is here and wants to chat. So, Carrie Ann, we're going to pull a card about your level of commitment, and it feels like it's, I don't know if this is what your commitment was, but it feels like self care in the way of like nourishing, caring for. Um, the word just left me as soon as I was going to say it. Um, Soothing your inner child, your little Carrie Ann. Um, that's what feels like is needed right now. Okay, so compassion for your little self. It feels like there's interesting three. We asked for three simple, easy, actionable steps. And I feel like there's 3 wounds from when you were young. I feel like age 5, 7 or 8, and then an 11. And oh, and those are in groups of 3. Anyway, all right, lots of 3s tonight. So anyway, that's what it feels like, Carrie Ann. I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. And here's your card, Dolphin. Playfulness. Take time to play. Wow, again, you really can't make this stuff up. So when we're dealing with our little self, often we want to be in that place of playfulness, right? Because that's where we really are on that level of our younger self, where we can do that really important inner child work. And guys, it doesn't matter what kind of a childhood you had, if it was traumatic or it was pretty idyllic. We all have stuff from our childhoods that our younger selves that want to be protected and soothed and loved. So, okay, so Carrie Ann says, my ex is an N. Okay, felt female. Is it female? Anyway, I'm going to say that you've got some inner child work to do around your ex. Okay, so some self care with that and be playful with it. Don't look at it as work. Oftentimes, when we're doing this, like inner child work or whatever this stuff is, or whatever, wherever you're at, it can feel like work. Don't let it be work. This is play. Have fun with it. Hi, Pat. I would love to pull a card for you. And Anne, I would love to pull a card for you as well. Okay, so Jenny. I feel like I keep seeing time around you. Like you need a boundary on time. And it feels like with work. So it feels like there's something that you do with work or that you're doing with work that is just kind of open-ended. And so it's taking a lot of time. Where if you put a boundary on it, like set your timer for 45 minutes, 30 minutes, and say, I'm going to see what I can get done in this amount of time. And then when the timer goes off, you take a pause, maybe you take a little break, and you see where you're at. That feels very important because you get really immersed and time just flies. And so if you put a container around it, you'll actually be more productive and you won't feel so worn thin. Worn thin is the word. Does that make sense? Jenny, I hope that does. Okay, and I'm actually going to pull 2 cards for you. I'm going to pull an animal card, which is Seal, Imagination, Immerse yourself in artistic and creative expression. Okay, so make no mistake, the putting a boundary that way on like setting a timer is creativity. It is imagination, right? Because when we do that, it's like our highest self kicks in and we're really effective and we get a lot done. Because we know we're on a time, right? We're on a time thing. So I hope that helps, Jenny. So Dolphin is the first card, and then I'm going to pull one of the inquiry cards for you, which these are questions, and I feel like this is a question that would be great for you to journal about. What needs to be balanced? Ooh, and it's all green. It's all green. What needs to be balanced? So to me, I felt time. So how can you balance your time a little better? Okay, Jenny says, usually the case with work, 9 times out of 10. Right now, there's not enough to do. Okay, interesting. Okay. I need timers for everything in my life every day. I either get immersed and lose track of time doing something, or I waste time by doing nothing and get nothing done. Oh my gosh, I hear you. So, okay, that card about what needs to be balanced and balancing the time, I would say that is perfect for what we're talking about. So set your timer if you're working, and set your timer if you're just playing, right? Not for every single thing, but like if you want to take a little break and get on social media, set a timer, right? Because boy, we can get lost in the scroll and an hour or two have passed, right? So set a timer. And then when the timer comes on, if you want to continue some more, set it again. There's no right or wrong answer. It's just some containers to keep us from overgiving in those ways that really we can't receive back, right? Okay. So I hope those help, Jenny. Thank you so much. Okay, Shirley. Let's see. Um, we're going to use the inquiry cards for you. Shirley, do you have a sister? I keep feeling like something with a sister. And is there an initial M, like Mary, like Michelle? Okay. Jenny, you are so welcome. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Guys, I need to tell you. So I'm going to have my calendar. My calendar is available for like the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not positive. And then my calendar is going to be off for a while. So if you're wanting a one-on-one session with me, now is the time to do it. Now is the time. Okay, so Shirley says yes. She says yes, she has a sister, and yes, M. Okay, so this is about your sister. That's M. What inspires me? So I would, if this was me, I would sit with that question in regard to your sister that with the name that begins with M, and I would just think about what about her inspires you, what that she does inspires you, what is it that maybe you wish you were a quality she has that you wish you had more of, or something like that. But I would just sit with this and let this be um, a work in progress. Like do a little bit, maybe you sit with this for 5 minutes a day for the next 4 or 5 days, and just see what comes up. But I want to really focus. I want to notice the pink, all the pink and the green. It's all about the heart chakra, right? So and there might be, it feels like there might be a few things that come up that are a little prickly. That's okay. Like, it's okay. Just move. Let them move. Breathe. That breathing that we did in the beginning, in through the nose for 4, out through the nose for 6. Perfect. Do that. That, guys, that type of breath is called diaphragmatic breathing. And what you want to do is, if you want, you can take a pause after these 6 on the exhale and hold it for a moment. We're usually taught to hold in between the inhale and the exhale, and that's improper. We want to hold at the exhale. And it's really interesting, and it's not always comfortable purposefully, right? But we want to get comfortable with it, because that's the space where we really oxygenate all of our cells. That when we do that type of breathing, we're accessing that lower quadrant, the lower third of our lungs, where the majority of our receptors live. We normally don't even get to those receptors. The majority of our receptors are in the bottom of our lungs, and because we're usually shallow breathers, we don't even connect to them. And what a shame. We're oxygenating our bodies just enough, but we're really not utilizing all the beauty and the yumminess that we could. Okay, so Shirley, let me pull. So we got that, and I also want to pull this one, the rabbit. Fertility. Your creativity is at a peak. So use your creativity when you're thinking about what about your sister inspires you. What let it, like I said earlier, with Carrie Ann, let it be fun. Like this work can sometimes feel so heavy. Let it be fun. Let it be fun. Okay. Meredy, hello, Meredy. Meredy, are you having like a birthday? I feel like I got a flash of like a celebration, and then I just thought I think I saw something on Facebook, but I can't remember. I'm not landing on it, but it feels like it's a birthday or something like that. You're celebrating something like this week. Thank you so much, Shirley, and you are so welcome. So just okay, so this feels like the commitment. What I'm feeling like is commitment to relationships, but different than what we would think. Commitment to being yourself in your relationships. Um, so like making sure that you are being authentic, making sure that you are able to express yourself. And I want to be really clear. Oftentimes, and this was me, and when I first started working with my energy centers, and I knew my throat chakra needed some work, I thought, oh well, I need to talk more. I need to tell everybody even more what I think or feel or want or need or blah 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 blah. And the thing is, that's really not what it's about all the time. Sometimes it is. It's also about being quiet, which is not easy, especially for me. To be quiet, to not say something. I mean, half the time things are out of my mouth before I even realize. So to get to the space where I can literally pause, where I remember to pause, where the pause is kind of built in, is a miracle. And oh, guys, I just realized, you know what has helped me in that area so much? That breath. In for 4, out for 6, hold. In for 4, out for 6, hold. That space in between the breaths, when you've expressed all the breath and you're in the space of neutrality, is what I call it. It's a space where you just are. It's like the truth of who you are, right? When we're in that space, it helps us to know who we are, to ground into who we are, to trust who we are, all the goodness, all the really great parts. So it's about you being more you in your relationships, committed to that. And that might mean being quiet more. I don't know. Meredy knows. Oh, I'm having a party for my grandkid's birthday this weekend. Yay! Okay, well I knew it. So congratulations and have fun. Okay, so the card. Sorry, I did this, but I feel like I need to do it again. So we're going to ask a question. So Meredy, does that make sense what I'm saying about the commitment to you within the relationships? So like really being discerning about when to speak and when to be quiet. And guys, discernment is just us connected to our intuition. That's all it is. It's just us being fully connected to our highest self, to our intuition, so that we know what's in our highest good, so that we're coming from a place of response versus reaction. Okay. Hello, eighth house mystic. I would love to pull a card for you. May I know your name so that I know who I'm pulling for? Okay, so Meredy, the question card, the inquiry card is, where is my strength? So what I'm going to say about this is, see all the blue around here on the edges? It's outlined, okay? And then it's got the red and the orange, the reddish orange in the middle. That's all about your root and your second chakra, but the blue is about your throat chakra. So, you know, I feel like you feel like your communication, your speaking is a strength. But how might being quiet be a strength? Interesting, right? I love these questions. Okay, let's see. Anita, hi, Anita. Okay, Pat, here we are. Okay, Pat. Pat, I don't know if you were here for the little breathing moment that we had where we decided on a commitment that we wanted to commit to for the week, and then three easy, simple action steps that you want to take to help you get there. Um, that's what we did, and I don't know if you saw that as well, but that's what we're talking about. So the cards are about that. So Pat, I'm not sure why this is coming, but this is what I'm just going to share it. So I keep seeing you singing, and I see you singing like with a on a schedule twice a day for like 5 minutes. So not for a long time, but it's like music like um I don't know, like Stevie Nicks. I'm also seeing Sarah Vaughan. Like it feels like Sarah Vaughan, like it's got to be really emotional, like deeply heart centered music. So, okay, so I don't know what's going on with singing and you, Pat, because I know you're a singer. I don't know why they're showing me that you need like twice a day for 5 minutes, and like Stevie Nicks and Sarah Vaughan, especially Sarah Vaughan. Sarah Vaughan came whoosh right in. But it's like that really heartfelt, like feel it in your soul singing is what they're asking for. Okay. Hmm. You're going to get an animal card from Pat. Grounding through singing. Oh, absolutely. So, do Stevie Nicks or Sarah Vaughan mean anything to you? I feel like it's maybe your dad is like it. It feels like an older female feels like a father figure. So I don't know if Sarah Vaughan has any connection with your dad, or Stevie Nicks, either one. But yeah, okay. And the card is Eagle, Spirit. This is trust in your higher self, intuition, and this is the card Eagle. Whenever I get Eagle, I always think God. So whatever um like whatever you can do for yourself to connect to that your higher self and God within you, that's what this is asking you to do. What a beautiful card. I love that. What does Pat say? Your dad was a singer. Of course he was. Okay, but what about the Stevie Nicks and the Sarah Vaughan, especially the Sarah Vaughan? Can you give me anything about that? And while I'm waiting for Pat to tell me if she can or not, or maybe that's not for Pat. Is somebody else here that's got a connection to Sarah Vaughan? Because boy, did she come floating in. And it's like, is it the song? The song I'm hearing, I think, is called "Come Rain or Come Shine." Yeah, "Come Rain or Come Shine." And boy, lots of people have sang it, and there's her version right there. So that's what I'm hearing. So I don't know who that's for. If it's not for Pat and Stevie Nicks, I'm hearing Gypsy. I'll write these down. Gosh, I love that song. I love both of those songs. So Pat, I'm gonna say that song, "Come Rain or Come Shine." It's just literally interesting. I haven't thought of that song in years and years and years, but it's about being committed. So where can you possibly like, be committed? Be committed. And I'm going to urge you, Pat, when we're done with the live, go back and watch the beginning and do the little breath work that we did and find that commitment. Okay, Anne. Yours is commitment to, I just keep seeing like playfulness and joy and happy and laughter. Laughter is what it is. You need laughter. I'm not sure what's going on, but I just feel like you need laughter, a tremendous amount of laughter. And so that's air is one of my elements. I'm not sure what that means with that. As far as the okay, Pat will explain. Thank you, Pat. Oh, it fell out. We had a jumper, and so playfulness, laughter. So can you commit to like watching funny videos? Let's see. Whoops. Okay, so breath work. Okay. Yeah. So breath work is really important for all of us. And for us air signs, we really need it because it helps us be grounded and move from here to here. Which air signs tend to stay up here a lot. We tend to like to think. We think, 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 think. Think, 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 think. And we really want to think and feel. Mostly feel, right? Okay, and so laughter. Laughter is really, really important for you. So where can you commit this week to laughing, and finding some laughter? So maybe it's on a break or setting a timer to have a break and watch some funny videos or something that always makes you laugh, like a comedian or something like that. And the card that came out is Dove. So serenity, slow down, pause, and breathe. Okay, isn't that a beautiful card? Slow down, pause, and breathe. Now, how this fits with that is because this is like doves are maternal nourishment, right? So as moms, we're so good at nourishing everybody else, but we're not that great always at knowing what nourishment we need. The laughter is going to help you to know exactly how to help yourself, exactly what kind of care you need. I'm going to pull a question card also. What do I want to know? Okay. So that might be something fun just to journal this week. What do I want to know? Okay. And now, Anita, anybody else here? Anybody else here? And says, yes, I love that. Okay. Anita, are you still here, Anita? Give me just a little, Anne says, makes perfect sense. Thank you. You are so welcome, Anne. You are so welcome. Okay, Anita, if you can just let me know if you're here. Okay, guys, who has a J? I keep seeing this initial J, like January. It's also connected to the number 2 in some ways. So 2 is either February or the second of a month is something like a birthday, a wedding anniversary of a passing, or something significant in the family, and there's a J connected to it. So who can claim this person? I had a wonderful conversation this morning. Actually, it was the beautiful Michele Pippin who was on here. I'm not sure if she still is. Right there, Michele Pippin. But we were talking, and she was saying that, her brother passed. Oh my gosh, 3 years ago. I can't believe it's been 3 years. Anyway, and she, he's so committed to her. Like another example of commitment today, committed to her and her family for showing up and making sure that they know he's with them and how good he is and everything. And I said that, you know, I'm a medium and I've done this for my whole life, really, but professionally for over 15 years. And I've really never seen anybody as committed as her brother. And it's just beautiful. And she said, um, you know, we're not talking to the dead because they're alive. And I love that because our friends, our family, our loved ones who have moved from the physical realm into the spiritual, they're not dead. They're so alive. They're way more alive than any of us here. We think we're the alive ones. They're the alive ones because they're not tethered to anything and they're pure love, right? So that was such a beautiful realization for me today. And so, whoever this is who's passed and is very alive, a J, and the number 2. Not sure who it is. I'm also seeing movies. So maybe, yeah. Mary Ellen. Hi, Mary Ellen. Welcome. Mary Ellen says, interesting. They're way more alive than us. They certainly are. It's amazing. Um, and like I said, if anybody else is here and wants a card, I'm doing Anita's right now, then I have time for one more. Anita, something's going on with your physical health and you're very worried, and I'm feeling like it's all good. It needs to be addressed, but it's nothing to be like panicked about or as uptight as I feel. And so just open your hands and be in flow. That's easier said than done, I know, but that's the commitment for you this week. Um, that's the commitment for you this week. Mary Ellen, I'm using Power Animal Oracle cards and also the Inquiry deck, which is all questions. So, Anita, does that make sense? And Mary Ellen, I've got you on here. Okay. And anybody on here can claim the J and the 2 and the movies? Okay. Okay, but how are you like, it almost feels like literally you're holding on tightly to the weight. Like you're not allowing it to move. You're so focused on it that it's just staying. Like you're restricting all the flow. So know that. I sure can. Okay, Coyote, wise fool, accept your follies and find the teaching in them. Okay, so what this is saying to me, Anita, is like, don't beat yourself up about the fact that you want to lose some weight. It's okay. Um, it's okay. So it's where you are, it's what you want to do, and this is the week for commitment, right? That's what we talked about at the beginning of this live, was our commitment this week to ourselves, what we want to be committed to, and the 3 easy, simple, actionable steps that we can take. So you're going to the gym, that's fantastic, but what are 3 more things that you can do that would be kind of fun, right? um that would be kind of fun and make it enjoyable so that it doesn't feel like a punishment, because it feels like you're punishing yourself, right? Um, I'm going to use this new moon in Virgo to commit to my health. Love that. Love that. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to put Mary Ellen, here comes the maybe. There we go. There we go. They're called inquiry cards. So, okay, Mary Ellen, let's see. Feels like focus keeps coming up for me, for you. And I don't know if you're having a hard time focusing or if you're too over focused on one thing. And it might be both. It might be a combination of both. But I'm seeing they're asking you to bring balance to your focus so that it's not over, it's not too much focus, and it's not a hard a hard time focusing. Okay, so I'm gonna pull one of each for you. I'm gonna pull an animal card and an inquiry card. And oh, and you have a brother John whose birthday is 2/2. Wow. Okay, perfect. Now is that brother he's still here? Is um he living or is he really living? That's what I'm gonna say from now on. Is he alive or is he really alive? Because I just love it. I love that. Okay, so Mary Ellen with the focus. Whale, soul's path, honor your soul's purpose. So I feel like part of your soul's purpose is to um, be mindful of focus and how it kind of comes to play in different ways, and can get you off track. Um, so like maybe recommit to your soul's purpose this week. Maybe recommit to that. I love that. And three simple, easy, actionable steps that you can take that can help you with that commitment around focus. Okay, Anne says he's living. Okay, interesting. So I don't know what the message is about him. Is there a J that would be here talking about John to you? I don't know. Okay. What do I value, Mary Ellen? This is your card. What do I value? And I mean, there's a lot of pink, there's a lot of green, so lots of heart stuff, right? But notice there's some muted red and orange. So I really want you to, um, if you choose to sit with this question and maybe journal about it this week, I would really look at how the root chakra and the solar plexus come into your values, and maybe they've changed. It feels like it's time to almost do like a, a new inventory of things. Yeah, and I love that. Recommit to your soul's purpose. Isn't that beautiful? Like, that's so gorgeous. What a beautiful thing to commit to. Okay, loves. I appreciate you all. I love you all very much. I appreciate you. Don't forget, if you're watching this live or on the replay, I appreciate you either way. I mean, all of it I appreciate. And don't forget that my calendar will be up for the next 2 or 3 weeks. So if you want a session with me, now's the time. Now's the time to get it. And because it's going to be off for, I don't know how long, for a while. So love you guys. Thank you all so much. Oh, you haven't spoken to him in 30 years. Okay, so there might be something about that. So I don't know, Anne. Anyway, I don't know. But thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mary Ellen. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate you all. You all have a beautiful evening as well. And I'll see you Monday, if not sooner.